Today I'm going to give you guys my review of the New York Liberty and Phoenix Mercury game. Sorry this is late. First off, we got to talk about Breanna Stewart, Stewie. So she finishes with 30 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steal, 2 block, 47.1% field goal percentage, 8 of 17 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the 3, 12 of 15 free throws, 63.6% true shooting. And yeah, with the free throws, they were fouling her a lot. Okay, they really were. So there is that. I never got to say this, but I saw this video of like Nate Tibbetts. They were asking her about him about her injury and everything. Like should they test the knee or whatever? And he like smiled or something. Like, why would you do that? And also, why would you guys make fun of Stewie's injury? But yeah, as we know, Stewie, I believe she has an MCL sprain. Okay, and so she put on this thing on her leg, and she was going the last game in this game, giving it everything. She has the heart of a champion, bro. And she finished with 30 on a sprained MCL, bro. How can you not take out, bro? Heart of a champion, bro. Only one who scored in the fourth quarter for this team, okay? Giving it everything that she got. She hit some threes. She hit some stuff in the paint. Had some and ones, able to finish with contact. There was this one crazy and one that she had as well. But Stewie's just different, man. Stewie's just different, man. And I wish her the best with her recovery and all those other things. It still pisses me off that last game they couldn't play for her at home. And they played terribly and everything. But Stewie, best performer of the game with the MCL sprain. That's just, Stewie's different, man. Stewie's different. That's a special player and someone who has a heart of a champion who wants to do whatever it takes to win. I wish the team had that mentality. I really do. But got to give some praise to Stewie tonight for what she did. Also, this was something from Sunday, but she said she couldn't even walk out of the arena Sunday night. She thought she tore something. She wanted to leave it all at the floor, and she did, scoring all 14 of the Liberty's fourth quarter points to finish with 30. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, the fact that she was the only player to score in the fourth quarter, like, the team sold, man. Next up, we talk about Sabrina Ionescu performance. So 37 minutes, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 42.1% field goal percentage, 8 of 19 from the floor, 3 of 12 from the 3 free throws, 4 turnovers, a 54.1% true shooting percentage. Sabrina and Stu are the only players for the New York Liberty that showed up to play and that really put up meaningful points, okay? We'll get to everyone else, but if you watch that game, you know one thing, it wasn't pretty, okay? And I will say, scoring no points in the fourth quarter, that's not great, you know, but at the same time, I'm sure she was probably really tired when she played 37 minutes in this game because Sandy Brondello doesn't know how to utilize her bench effectively and because Natasha Cloud doing fuck all. So that just puts more on Sabrina, you know, in general and everything. But, Sabrina responded, okay? I said she hasn't had a good game since that Connecticut Sun game where she scored 36. And again, that's the Connecticut Sun, okay? We were getting a whole lot of 6 of 17 from the floor, 7 of 18 from the floor. It got bad. And it's been like that. She went on a run where she was having all those 30-point games and then just it plateaued, okay? And so Sabrina said, you know what? Let me have a legacy game. I was telling my friends, you know how many pair of Sabrina threes were probably brought tonight? She did what she needed to do, okay? She said, I can't let myself go out like that. I gotta go and say, fuck it, we ball. And that's what she did. So yeah, she got some tough shots, some tough layups and stuff. She got some threes as well. And she really tried. She really tried to do everything that she could as well. And yeah, I don't blame her for being gassed in the series because, again, Sandy doesn't know how to utilize her bench and, you know, all of that stuff. So at a certain point, it's just like you're trying, but it's like, how you know, whenever like you're just tired as fuck. So I appreciate this, you know, not efficient. She pretty much never is, but she really tried her best. Okay, her and Stewie carried this game. Now we look at Jonquel Jones. 3 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 10% from the field, 1 of 10 from the floor, 0 of 5 from the 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, no turnovers, 5 personal fouls, and 13.8% true shooting. Bro, like, this was a terrible performance by Jonquel Jones. A terrible performance by Jonquel Jones, bro. When you have more fouls than you have points on the floor, I have a huge problem with that, actually. When half of the shots that you took were threes and you made none of them, I have a problem with that, actually, okay? This is among the likes of Satu going 2 for 17 in one of the recent games in this series. 1 of 10 from the floor. I want you to remember that. There was this other play in the game where she was clearly fouled. I forget, I think it was like Kalia or whatever. They clearly fouled her. They called her a jump ball. She got mad. She got the tech. I get, you know, why she was frustrated in that moment. Child, it is what it is. It is what it is. But this is not how you perform. I'm sorry. In a moment where it matters most, Jonquel, you're supposed to give a fuck. I'm sorry. Like, we needed more driving and getting shots down there. That's what we needed. We needed more dominance. Rebound, like, you couldn't even get 10 rebounds today. Okay? Like, this is one of the worst stat lines ever in the playoffs. 1 of 10 from the floor, bro. Jonquel Jones, that thank you Jonquel Jones message coming soon. If not, New York Liberty is not a serious team, bro. You see the times where she gives a fuck, which is when she plays Chicago Sky, and you see times like today and just I just don't even know why she played 33 minutes. Why didn't Izzy get playing time? Why didn't Niara get playing time? It had to have been, like, the minutes, like, what they would have strung together had to have been better than this. Like, what? 1 of 10 from the floor. I can't. Now we look at everyone else for the Liberty. Oh, it gets worse. Natasha Cloud, 35 minutes, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steal, 1 block, 33% from the floor. Defensively, we got some stats there, but only 7 points. I mean, like, it's not good. KB, 21 minutes, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 block, 33% from the floor. I don't know why she kept taking so many threes. Emma, 9 minutes, 0 points. It wasn't good. Leonie Fevich, 28 minutes, 3 points, 25% from the floor. She did get hurt from the game. I think it might be something with her rib, so I'll try to give grace. And people told me she's tired, from the season. It doesn't look great. We can move on. Beth Gardner played nothing, and then Marine didn't play, Niara didn't play, Izzy didn't play, and then Talbot didn't play. Now we look at advanced metrics for today's game, okay? So first quarter 15 to 22, second quarter 26 to 23, third quarter 18 to 15, and then the fourth quarter 14 to 19, okay? This was a pretty close game. Okay? And overall, the Liberty just could not get it together. In the beginning, they had some good moments, they had some bad moments, and then like the second, third quarter, they really locked in, and I was like, okay, this is going to be a close game. Maybe they can win it, okay? And then Stewie scored all the points in the fourth quarter, okay? Nobody else could help her, bro. And Sandy refusing to utilize her bench in a meaningful way is a huge problem for me. The times whenever she takes timeouts, the challenges that she uses, it's a huge problem for me. Like we have said before, Sandy needs to be fired. It's really that simple. Like, I'm sorry. Like, someone, like, why would you not utilize your bench at all? Jonquel Jones was not playing well, having more fouls than points, and you didn't say, Izzy, give me a few minutes, let's see what you can do. Like, why not? Maybe she wanted to go back to Australia because that's where she's from. She wanted to have a vacation. I don't know. But what I do know is that this is like, bro, you have to play better than this. In this game, you saw what the Liberty can be like at full strength, at times. But when Sabrina and Stewie are the only players who show up for this team in a meaningful way and nobody else is helping them, I have a problem with that. They're the only ones who have double figures tonight, okay? Trying the whole game. Sabrina was tired, okay? Stewie has a sprained MCL and still led the team in points. Besides Sabrina and Stewie, everyone else was not hitting on shit. I have a huge problem with this. And Sandy's coaching and the rebounding was dreadful. There was a possession where Phoenix got like 5 offensive rebounds. There was a point where they had 0 offensive rebounds in this entire game, bro. It's dreadful. The lack of effort, the terrible defense that they play, the bad shot selection, it's CTE. And it was games like, I've seen this multiple times from the season in New York, which is why I told you guys that they weren't winning the chip, okay? And got eliminated, and did. There was some times where it got chippy and it got entertaining, but, New York sold this in a major way. It's dreadful. Like giving Jonquel the ball to hit a 3 when she hasn't been hitting shots all night. I don't get that decision. Biggest leads 3 by the Liberty in the first quarter and 12 by the Mercury in the second quarter. Now continuing on with the advanced stats. So runs 14-4 run by the Mercury in the first quarter, 12-4 run by the Liberty in the second quarter. Best player streaks, Brianna Stewart, 14 points. Sammy Whitcomb with 4. And now we continue on. Liberty were 23 of 68 from the floor. Absolutely dreadful. And the Mercury were a little bit better, 26 of 71. But I mean, good God. You look at the 3, 7 of 32 and 9 of 24. So terrible for both teams. Free throws, 20, 26 and 18 of 22. Okay. When you miss 6 free throws, those things change the complexion of the game for sure. 10 turnovers to 13. Rebounds, 42 to 58. I mean, they got killed with the rebounding. Assists, 18 to 21. Blocks, 6 to 3. Defensive rebounds 31 to 41 and offensive rebounds 2 to 8. Only 2 offensive rebounds is insane. Points off turnovers 16 to 7. Okay. And then points in the paint, 30 to 32, fast break points 10 to 8, second hits points 7 to 11, steals 7 to 8, and personal fouls 19 to 20. So why did the New York Liberty lose this game? It's kind of like what I've been talking about all season, and kind of like I previewed. It's just about not being able to play a full 40 minutes. As you saw in the second and third quarters, it got close. In the fourth quarter, when Stewie's the only one who's able to score and nobody else can help her, that's a huge problem. Sandy not using her bench and having CTE is a huge problem. They didn't get enough rebounds for my liking at all. And also just the defense. Like there's just times where they got lazy, where they had no fight, where they gave up and stuff. And just some sloppy execution and some bad turnovers as well for this game. And I mean, when you're 7 of 32 from 3, when you're 23 of 68 from the field, like this is terrible. Only 23 made shots in a basketball game. It's just bad. It's just bad. And like I foresaw this coming. You know, and it's just like, bro. And Sabrina actually did apologize to their fans after that last game, and rightfully so, bro. Like Sandy gotta go. Like, I'm sorry, Sandy gotta go, and Jonquil have to go. Okay, those are the two things that I walked away from this game with. Bro. Natasha Cloud, that trade not looking so hot. Either. They'll probably keep her for another year. But Sandy and Jonquil have to go at the very least for me. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even a Liberty fan like that. Like, I be watching casually and giving these reviews. I kind of watch them on the side. So I can only feel, you know, like I can't imagine what the Liberty fans are really feeling right now, okay? I'm just viewing this more so as a spectator, as an enjoyer of the game of basketball. So, gotta get it together, because the first round exit in the playoffs, like, it's embarrassing, bro. Atlanta Dream, like, first round exit too, they choked. I didn't watch the game, but they choke. That's what Streets told me. So yeah. Now it goes on to next season for New York Liberty. We'll see what happens, but Sandy can't coach. She can't coach, bro. I've seen enough. Wishing Sabrina, Stewie the best. Wishing the best for everyone. Health on the team. We'll see what happens, but Liberty fans, let me know what you guys think below. Look at the Phoenix Mercury side. We start off with AT, so she got herself another trip dub. 20 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 38% from the floor, 7 of 18, 6 of 8 free throws, 5 turnovers, and 46.5% true shooting percentage. I did not realize that she was 7 of 18 until I looked at it, but you know what? It does make a lot of sense. Looking back. Again, just missing some easy stuff that she typically makes. So you have those things, but she's always able to get it done pretty much offensively, defensively, you know, and this is a great stat line. Getting it done there, getting it done defensively as well. There was this one play, she definitely got away with the offensive foul, okay? And she be getting away with those and some of the stuff, and they don't be calling that. And the refs kind of just let them play for the most part. But AT did what she always does, led her team to victory, and she did what needed to be done, okay? So AT is AT. It's really simple. Now we look at Satou Sabally. It's a Satou Sabally special, okay? This is the most Satou Sabally special to ever have Satou Sabally special, okay? When I made up the Satou Sabally special, I was talking about days like today. So, 23 points, 12 rebound, 3 assists, 2 steal, 1 block, 42.9% field goal percentage, 6 of 14 from the floor, 4 of 9 from the 3, 7 of 9 free throws, 1 turnover, and 64% true shooting, okay? Satou with a little double-double, okay? A double-double. But, yeah, Satou, you know, she did what she needed to do. She was able to drive to the basket, get some shots off. She was hitting some of her threes as well. Like, you know, she put in an effort up there. We already know she performed terribly in the first game. And the 2 of 17, I'll never get over that. But the last 2 games, she has picked it up in fairness. So I'll give her that. The efficiency sure could use some work. And we'll see, you know, the consistency heading into the next round. But I got to give it to Satou. You know, She did what she needed to do today. Yeah, she stepped up in a big way. So, you know, it's a Satou Sabally special, okay? Now we look at Kalia Copper. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 1 steal. 0 assists, 0 block, 33% from the floor, 5 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 4 threes, no free throws, 3 turnovers, and 40% true shooting. It definitely wasn't our best game. You know, you can say that. Luckily, AT and Satou and everyone else was able to string enough together. I predict a bounce back, though, because I feel like Kalia's probably been, like, she's been one of their most consistent players along with AT, so she'll probably bounce back in the next game, to be honest. But there was this one shot she hit at the end, and that was a very crucial shot, and she got some tough shots off. She got, like, some tough and ones, and like I said, I like that. She can get you the 3, she can get you some tough and ones in the paint as well. She can defend, like, one of the best 3-and-D players, one of the best shooting guards in the W. So, not our best, but I have a feeling next game she'll be back, but we shall see. Now we look at everyone else for Phoenix. Sammy Wickham, 22 minutes, 13 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 still, 33% from floor. The efficiency, not great, but she was able to hit some good shots today for the team. DB, 21 minutes, 4 points, 8 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 25% from floor. Not great. I'm pretty sure she had a crucial shot at the end, though. I already talked about Kalia Copper. McCollum McConaughey, 23 minutes, only 4 points. 50%. You would like to see more for the time. Natasha Mack went scoreless, but I checked and she didn't attempt the shot. Catherine Westbeld, 8 minutes, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 33% from the floor, and then everyone else did not play. So why did the Phoenix Mercury ultimately end up winning this game? Well, when you have multiple people in double figures like we kind of got here, that was a big part, and everyone was just able to pitch in and do what they needed to do. You know, if they needed to get a shot, that's what they did. If they needed to defend and do some double teams and get some turnovers, that's what they did. Nate Tibbetts having some better rotations and stuff and just better coaching down the stretch than Sandy Brondello, and yeah, they just did enough to be able to close it out. They knew exactly what they needed to do, and they just executed better. You know, that's what it comes down to. And your stars, you know, and so, you know, they did what they needed to do. I thought that this was an entertaining game for sure. And yeah. So now the matchup is set with my team Minnesota Lynx in the semifinals. So I will be there, and I will be giving you guys my review for that. So stay tuned.